Huh? Oh, this? Oh, that's right. Yeah, I haven't showed you this, have I? The window. The first window. We didn't record. We didn't record putting this one in. Because, well, it took 2.5 hours. The frame went in, super simple. Plenty of shimming space here, which is what I want because now I can spray foam all around there and have it be nice and tight. And then there's vinyl slides. Let me zoom in here. Vinyl slides. You can see there's some play with the vinyl, and I'll explain to you and show you, how that works very soon. So these windows operate like any normal window would, as far as they are a double hung window. Now, I gotta admit, this one slides beautifully. This one, I think this one's a little tight. But you can certainly still operate it. And then what's kind of cool about these is it's not simple to do, but they pop out like your normal everyday modern window. So you can clean it. And then they do pop into place. It's not like you gotta be careful because you're not gonna probably break anything. You certainly wouldn't want to do this in the winter time because vinyl can get pretty brittly when it's cold. But how often do you really clean your windows anyways like that? But, so another thing that these windows do is they have an exterior storm window that's super nice. The storm window is latched in there by just this little hook right here, which you can obviously take off pretty easily. The window kind of goes out like that. Once you get the storm unhooked from the inside, it can move, and then to take it off, you simply just remove it. It's really actually quite simple. The hardware is as basic as it gets. And as I've said, we've got the storms on now, but as I said, we have screens that look, like this, but they just have two big, screens. They're all handmade also. Same exact size, and in the summertime, you would put a screen on, and obviously in the wintertime, you'd put the storm on. Some people say that a good made window with the glazing and all the stuff that goes along with that, and a good storm window is better than a store-bought window. Some people say these windows are horrible. I like these windows because they fit the house. They fit the feel of the house, the look of the house. They are serviceable. If I accidentally throw my tape measure and smash this pane of glass right here, we can simply, take this pane out, cut a new piece of glass, and you're right back in business with a new piece of glass, a new window. Truth be told, energy code for building new houses, you can't use these windows. You just can't. You probably could get away with it if your code officer was cool. Yeah, we really like these windows. I'm going to switch lenses because this one's driving me insane. It looks like the battery light is flashing, so I'm going to get a new battery. And then we are going to install a window like this on the other side of this room together. Very top of the window, you can see the slanty piece, right? Let me show you the profile of that. So we got the slanty piece up there. I made that, and because this window hole was bigger than my window, we basically just decided that we're gonna overhang that. It's 1.25 inches. And now what I'm gonna do is make some end cap. And a piece of end cap will go right in here. It might go over the window. It might just go flush to the window. We haven't decided yet. But the end cap will go in. It'll go all the way down and just hit here. And that's just what we're gonna do to try to make these look decent. The alternative, what else could you do? The other thing I could have done is rip all the siding off the wall and put new siding that goes right to the window, which is what you really want. But I didn't want to do that. I don't think the siding has seen its day. It's good, hard wood siding. And, you know, yeah, okay, so I could have cut little tiny pieces in here, each one. But then you see those lines. You see that siding cut. I've seen it on houses before. It doesn't look good to me because it just, you can see where a smaller or different window was put in. You can just see the cut. It drives me nuts. Okay, so now back to reality. I made this little thing that's 1.25 inches. And that's how wide my end cap's gonna be. So I can just use this as a guide, just to know that I'm pretty good there. 8 3/4, 8.5. Okay, well there's our problem. The door is crooked. Something is crooked. The door is not crooked. Is that crooked? That is not crooked. If those two things are parallel, my gosh, if that's off, it's by a fraction of an inch. But yet the siding is that far off. Huh. I'm going to set a shim in here and screw this lower corner in. So I'm going to cut a little piece of wood that can go in there that's 3/4 of an inch. So that's installed pretty good right there. And I put 3 shims like that on each side. Cool. So the next step here is to install these little tiny clips, and one side of the clip says blind stop, the other side doesn't. That makes it convenient because if they both said it then you wouldn't know, but the blind stop goes on this little piece of wood here. I guess that's called a blind. The hardest part is that the Amish guy, when he charged me, you know, he had his kids and everything counting the screws and everything. And I don't think he gave me any extra screws. So if I drop one of these little tiny screws, well, I'll need another one. Vinyl slides. To give you some details on this, it's made out of vinyl. It has some insulation on the back, some plastic, and it's pretty simple to put in. Got all these little clips in, blind stop clips, and you just kind of put that in there. Oh, never mind. That goes on the other side. It does go a certain way, because there's this is cut at a 10-degree angle. I know that it's 10 degree because it says it on the box. Wow, look how curly it is. You want to show the camera? Curly curls.
Mm-hmm.
Who did it?
Mom.
That's nice. Okay, next step of this fun game is these little clips. These are the things that go into the window, the vinyl window part, and it allows you to rotate and slide the window up and down. Okay. Let's see if I can show you what it looks like installed. See that? How they sit inside that vinyl slide. I mean, that is nice, watertight seal for a handmade window. Looks good. There's this special little piece right here. And that, when the window's down, it hooks into another thing that looks just like this on this window. So it really creates like a nice joint. So I know that this window has to go like this. And also, it's easy because you know what side is going to have to be glazed. The hard part, though, is to know where to put these clips, which for me, the clips are going to go on the bottom, and they go click, click, and then you slide it down, click it in. So the clips go on the bottom. Okay, there. Okay, there we go. Now we're going to go down evenly. Kind of pulls those springs down, you can hear it. And this window should just pop in. First time is scary. Whew. Whew. Wow. Looks pretty cool, right?
Mm-hmm. So there's a little crack.
Where? Underneath there?
Yeah.
Yeah, guess what? That gets filled with foam. And then you can see this little tiny crack right here, right there. Do you see that?
Yeah.
You can see outside?
Mm-hmm.
So, look at it. There's a little groove right there. Do you see that?
Oh, yeah.
So that little groove, we put some little weather sealing. It goes in there. It's like a little piece of rubber. And then when you push the window shut, it will seal right there. Good.
Mm-hmm.
How do you like that window? Can you open it? Yep. Nice. Now grab from right here. Yep. And then you can do it. See? They never look like they're gonna fit. Every time I go to put it in, I'm like, oh. Right?
It looks so good.
Yeah.
I love it.
This one, I've been having to trim these.
Yeah.
It's a little bit bigger gapped at the top, a little bit, but I didn't cut this at all. It was just, couldn't get this over anymore and have the window still be like plumb. But it'll just be a little bit more of a caulk joint here, but here it's perfect. You can kind of see through now to the other one too.
touch the same floor. Our world has been shaken. Oh, what's your soul saying? Oh, is your world changing?
It looks awesome. Seriously.
Mhm.
It looks so good.
Is your world changing? Your face tells me always things your mouth often spares.
It's so good.
And I hope you know I do what it takes to bring joy to your day. Oh, what's your soul saying? Oh, is your world changing? Oh, what's your soul saying? Oh, is your world changing? Oh, my eyes.
Today's the day that I find out how much extra work I made for myself by cutting these windows wrong.
No, I've never been good at knowing the difference of when to let it go and when to keep wishing. Hope so high and it left me crying. I'll probably do it again. Wrestle in my expectations. Well, I lost my trust and it went with no warning. You could hear it in my voice when I told you the story. I said I'm alright, but you know I'm lying. I'll probably do it again. Wrestle in my
I haven't been recording a lot because it's been really kind of difficult. But the windows are in, they're shimmed and they're in. And then we left a little gap between the two windows on purpose so we could really foam and get some caulking in there. But I did make this little piece of trim. It's out of cedar. That's going to go between the two windows just to help, cover that gap. And it'll look nice, be a little fancy. And it's the same thickness as the end cap that we will be putting on the outsides of each window. Kind of like we did the molding down in the stone side of the house. If you remember, we had a piece of trim and then a piece of end cap, I think is what it's called. But anyways, I'm gonna see how this looks, and then we're almost done. We're almost done. We'll be able to show you the windows here probably in another hour or so.
probably do it again. Wrestle in my expectations. Old hope is a stubborn thing, just a sliver of light, and I'm dreaming wrestling my expectations. Oh, got these expectations. Oh, wrestling my expectations.